Right now at 10, new charges for the suspect in a New Lisbon triple homicide.
And nearby states raise their minimum wage, where Wisconsin stands on the debate.
Plus, a familiar lacrosse face is entering the race for mayor.
You're watching WKBT Lacrosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
There are new charges for the man wanted for 3 homicides in New Lisbon. The Juneau County Sheriff's Office says Virgil Thu is now wanted for 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. On December 30th, the bodies of Elizabeth Kolba and 2 children ages 12 and 13 were found in a home on the 300 block of West Bridge Street. The Sheriff's Office believes Thu is no longer in the area.
A Menominee officer's cause of death has been ruled a suicide. Officer Sam Miller, who was off duty, died on December 27th. The St. Croix County Sheriff's Department investigated the death and determined it was a suicide. If you or someone you know needs help, call or text the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988.
A California man apologized today for his connection to the Abundant Life Christian School shooter. Alexander Paffendorf told FBI agents that he'd been messaging Natalie Rupnow about attacking a government building with a gun and explosives. A day after the attack, a judge issued a restraining order against Paffendorf, requiring him to turn his guns into police. He's not been charged with any crime. The restraining order doesn't say what government building Paffendorf targeted. It also doesn't detail his interactions with Rupnow, except to state that he was plotting a mass shooting with her.
A second suspect is charged in 2 Jackson County bank robberies. 24-year-old Alexander Pongratz faces 2 conspiracy charges related to robberies at the Black River Falls Jackson County Bank Motor Branch and the Jackson County Bank in the village of Alma Center. 26-year-old Michaela Davis was arrested back in December for her connection to the robberies. According to the criminal complaint, Davis handed a note to tellers demanding cash and threatening to shoot if they didn't comply. Pongratz will make his initial appearance in court on February 10th.
Well, definitely going to be cold out there tonight and through the weekend, too, as we see temperatures really about 10 to 15 degrees below average, but that doesn't factor in the wind chill, which will be sub-zero pretty much a good portion of the weekend. Right now, pretty much clear skies. We're back down to single digits here or the lower teens in most locations, and overall, as we kind of skip through that time frame overnight, we're going to kind of skip through that. In the morning hours, you're going to see temperatures then kind of climb back up to the single digits or teens, but wind chills overall through the morning. Here's the overnight temperatures finally getting up there for you. Overnight temperatures will get back down into the single digits above or below zero, depending on location. That doesn't factor the wind chill, which as you wake up could be in that 10 to 15 15 temperature range below zero. Right now, current temperatures are there. Clear skies, overall quiet conditions. The big storm that's developing later for the mid-Atlantic is just to the west of that area, but all that purple, pink, and actually darker blue is actually where that major significant storm will be developing that you've heard probably nationally. Overall temperatures a little bit below average, but that will be the trend as we go in. All that cold air up to the north as we're going to eventually get that. That is the feel-like temperatures. We will see some of that, not quite as bad. So overall, it's just going to be a cold but dry period, typical of January. The good news is we don't have the snowpack to deal with. Unfortunately, if you were the lucky good ones that tried to take your Christmas location, your lights down, you had a good weekend. This weekend, a little cold.
The lucky good ones, they were for taking it down.
Yeah, the ones that kind of got on the ball earlier, like me.
The proactive people. The proactive people like Greg. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. Well, the newest Congress is back at work today. Republicans now in full control of the House and Senate. Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin says she's ready to keep working across the aisle.
My highest priority is keeping Wisconsinites and Americans safe. And I stand ready to help in any way I can to achieve that moving forward.
Baldwin defeated Republican challenger Eric Hovde in that race by just a single percentage point.
Well, a familiar face is jumping into the lacrosse mayoral race.
That's right. It's Common Council President Chris Kalo. She filed her paperwork today. She was elected council president in 2023 by just 1 vote.
She'll announce her run next week. Also running for mayor, Shondell Washington Spivey, Ellie McClune, Vicki Markison, and Chris Stone.
Well, the new year means that several nearby states are now hiking hiking their minimum wage. But for Wisconsin, it's been stuck at $7.25 since 2009. State Representative-elect Tara Johnson in the 96th district says increasing the minimum wage would signal to all Wisconsinites that their government cares about them and is listening to their concerns. But the conservative think tank Badger Institute says the policy change would actually lead to higher unemployment, arguing employers will cut minimum wage positions that they can no longer afford. Their policy director also believes small businesses won't be able to adjust to the change as easily as large corporations. But La Crosse businesses say a new minimum wage won't change much since the market has already adjusted their pay scales.
What's happening is minimum wage isn't playing a factor because there's such a shortage of employees that everybody is paying well above that, or they wouldn't be able to attract employees.
Johnson is hopeful Wisconsin's legislature will be able to find common ground on the issue in the next session, but she says it's only the first step in addressing economic issues.
The Advanced Auto Parts stores on the south side of La Crosse will be closing their doors. In November, the retailer revealed it will close over 700 stores nationwide. Today, an employee confirmed to News 8 that the La Crosse location will shut down by the end of January. The Onalaska store will remain open.
Across the river now, Hoka's new chief of police is making some history.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk explains why.
Ken and Emily, starting next week, the Hoka Police Department will have a new chief, and she'll be the first female to take on the job. Last night, Kaylee Inglet was sworn in as Hoka PD's new chief of police.
I couldn't ask for a better community, truly.
I'm proud to have Kaylee take over. I think she'll do a great job for the city, and the city will be happy to have her.
Inglet will replace Hoka's current chief, Bob Schultz, who's retiring after 35 years on the job.
He saw the need for a transition, and I thought that it was such a good idea as well, and I was more than happy to devote that time to Hoka.
She joined the department in July as assistant chief.
She kind of took the ball into the court and just moved forward and did a great job in the community.
She's the first woman to take on the position.
It's a great accomplishment for her and well-deserved. She's well-trained and a very good officer.
Inglet thinks her new role will send a positive message.
Everybody out there, whether they're in Minnesota or not, but just seeing that, we can do hard things and we can do awesome things and we can do things that guys can do.
As chief, Inglet plans to focus on community trust and safety. Inglet will also be the first female chief in Houston County. In Hoka, Grace Monk, News 8 Now. Ken and
All right, Grace, thank you.
The La Crosse County Health Department is encouraging radon testing this month. January is Radon Action Month. According to reports, it is responsible for about 21,000 lung cancer deaths each year among non-smokers. In Wisconsin, 1 in 10 homes have elevated radon levels. In the Coulee region, that number is 1 in 3. Radon is an odorless, invisible gas that enters homes through the foundation.
So it's not only like a basement, which I feel like a lot of people think it is. It's the lowest part of your home is where you'll see the higher levels.
The La Crosse Health Department is offering discounted test kits. Short-term kits are $9, long-term kits $23. They're available at the health department and all county libraries.
Trump's sentence hearing is now set.
When the judge is ordering the president to appear for his sentencing in his hush money trial.
And the late President Jimmy Carter's farewell processions begin.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like 25% off assorted dog and cat toys. Get a free $15 gift card with $75 spent on Hill's Science Diet. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
The nation's farewell to former President Jimmy Carter begins tomorrow. Carter died last Sunday at 100 years old. The tributes begin tomorrow in his hometown of Plains, Georgia. A hearse carrying his body will drive to the peanut farm that was his childhood home. A farm bell will toll 39 times for the 39th president. On Thursday will be his state funeral at the National Cathedral.
There was some drama on the first day of the 119th Congress.
Mike Johnson was elected Speaker of the House, but not without an initial challenge. Nydia Cavazos has more from Capitol Hill.
Representative Mike Johnson returns as Speaker of the House, but by only the smallest of margins, with just one vote to spare.
The Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana, having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives for the 119th Congress.
Johnson won the gavel on the first vote, but only after two Republican holdouts changed their vote.
The path of prosperity has long been paved with policies that put America and Americans first. And that is what we will champion in the 119th Congress.
Massey.
Tom Emmer.
Emmer.
Three Republicans, Kentucky's Thomas Massey, South Carolina's Ralph Norman, and Representative Keith South of Texas, initially voted for someone else. Johnson eventually won after President-elect Trump intervened and two of the three changed their votes.
We needed more input from members like myself. Not a chairman, not in a leadership position, and I think that's what we have done.
We got together, Mike gave us his assurance that he's going to fight for the things we think are important for the country.
Johnson is pledging to slash the size and scope of the federal government. His challenger for the gavel, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, had this message for the new speaker and his party.
Keep your hands off Social Security and Medicare.
Republicans now control both chambers of Congress for the first time since 2019, but pushing the Trump agenda may not be an easy task with such a small majority in the House. Nydia Cavazos, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Today, a New York judge upheld President-elect Donald Trump's conviction. Trump asked the court to throw out the jury's verdict after he was reelected. Judge Juan Merchan rejected that on Friday and set a sentencing hearing for January 10th. He gave Trump the option to appear in person or virtually. Trump's lawyers have previously indicated they would appeal any effort to sentence him prior to Inauguration Day. That is set for January 20th. In May, a jury found Trump guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records.
The Surgeon General's new warning on alcohol.
The message he wants Congress to implement coming up.
And finally, we got several days of sunshine. Unfortunately, the temperatures won't respond. We're looking at cold conditions. We'll kind of break down how cold it'll be, what those wind chills look like, and when we might actually warm back up. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
We want you to start every day with the charge you need. So we're giving you this home charger and covering the cost of standard installation. The Ford Power Promise. Electric vehicle confidence from day one.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, a new warning from the Surgeon General about alcohol. The doctor's issuing a new advisory Friday warning Americans that alcohol consumption can increase cancer risk. He called for an updated health warning label on alcoholic beverages. It's a move that would require approval from Congress. He says alcohol is attributed to 20,000 cancer deaths in the U.S. every year, which is higher than the 13,500 alcohol-associated traffic crash fatalities per year in the U.S. The Surgeon General's new advisory also calls for guideline limits for alcohol consumption to be assessed to account for cancer risk and seeks to raise awareness to the public about the link to cancer risk.
A study in JAMA Network Open found patients with more advanced breast cancer at the time of diagnosis were also more likely to have pre-existing cardiovascular disease. Researchers at the University of Texas say cardiovascular disease can suppress the immune system, which may accelerate breast tumor cell growth and spread. Patients with the breast cancer subtype HR+ and the HER2 negative were most likely to have pre-existing cardiovascular disease.
Well, earlier tonight we were discussing when to kind of take down holiday decorations.
Yeah.
If you still have your tree up or you still have some lights up. We still have lights on the roof, and we were discussing like maybe this weekend would be the one. But
not so much according to Greg. It's going to be chilly. You're not going to want to be outside for too long.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is going to be cold, dry, and plenty of sun, so that's the positive news for this weekend. We haven't seen too many days in a row with sunshine. We went through that foggy stretch, too. But overall, with this northwest flow going on, it's going to keep us dry and cold. Meanwhile, to the south is where that major winter storm is going to start developing eventually out of the Rockies and then pretty much hit central Illinois, central Missouri, southern Illinois, and eventually Tennessee and Kentucky with a pretty significant ice and snow event down there too. But it's going to stay well to our south. We should be around the mid-20s right now. We continue to fall. This is the month where we kind of bottom out with our average temperatures for highs and lows, and we start climbing back up in February. So we won't be near this. We'll be about 10 degrees or even a little bit more than that below. So it will be cold, but nothing too unusual to see in January. Overall, the wind chill is going to be the big factor going into tonight and tomorrow. You'll see wind chills already are sub-zero in many of the areas, and as you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll probably see wind chills in that 10 to 15 degree range, and they will improve a little bit as we get towards about 11 a.m. You can start seeing we're starting to kind of climb up with some areas above zero. Other areas up to the north will still be around -10. In the afternoon, I think a lot more areas will get above zero with wind chill, but still fairly cold out there. And then for Saturday, kind of skip through that. Going Saturday into Sunday morning, we could see another round about 10 to 15 below wind chills too. So those will be the wind chills we'll deal with. Come Sunday, we'll deal with a little bit less wind, but notice those wind chills still on the cold side. So that'll be the bigger story. Now Sunday's highs too won't be much different than tomorrow's highs, which are in the teens to about 10 up to the north. Sunday, a few degrees maybe warmer. We'll deal with a little bit of high clouds due to that system that I just mentioned. It'll be passing well to the south, turn the winds around to the north, but all in all, not too much of a difference. Monday, our temperatures come up a few more degrees, so I think more areas will be in the 20s. The wind is a little bit different, some high clouds, but fairly still quiet conditions too overall going into that time frame. Now, as we look at the cold pattern that'll be going on, we're going to see by Monday a little bit of a break, and then you're going to see kind of a little cold front come through probably Tuesday to Tuesday night. That might bring another little shot of some colder air behind it. Doesn't look like we'll have any precipitation much with that. And then after that, we have a system coming potentially Thursday, Friday. And then after Thursday, Friday of next week, you'll notice a change in the winds. They'll start coming more from the west. You'll start seeing the colors there warm up. So we are going to see more probably mild condition. I would say mild, but definitely warmer conditions getting at least close to the weekend. Once we get to the weekend, we'll probably see temperatures back in the mid to upper 20s, maybe 30s too. So that's when I think we'll start seeing it. Now that Thursday, Friday, that's probably the best chance we have of any snow with the system coming through. But even this system doesn't look impressive too. So we do have some snow chances potentially for that period. But right now it's a fairly dry pattern to speak of. Notice all the temperatures in the teens, overnight single digits, and then as we get towards the end of next week and weekend, look at that, we got a 30 popping back up there at Saturday, so we are going to climb back up potentially, but in the meantime, it's going to be cold. The only thing that we have going for us is no snowpack, which these overnight lows would probably be in the teens below zero easily if we had a snow on the ground, which we do not.
Good, so we'll take it for now.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a Minnesota Mayo battle, plus action from the MVC as Central hosts Aquinas. Cade is next.
Trust the First Horn weather team to keep you safe, and even better, you can take us with you. Expect more with hourly temps and conditions, video forecast, interactive radar, and your choice of notifications. We're there when you need us.
Time is running out on Southern Minnesota's biggest and best furniture sale, the huge New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's everything you've asked for, like 24-month special financing, store-wide sale prices, and free gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands, like Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Daniels Amish, all at incredible savings. The New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, but you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday at 8.
We want you to start every day with the charge you need. So we're giving you this home charger and covering the cost of standard installation. The Ford Power Promise. Electric vehicle confidence from day one.
Does Random Starship Mortgage sponsor your kids' t-ball team? I doubt it. Firefighters Credit Union is a strong, reliable lender that has been a proud member of the community for nearly a century. Trust Firefighters Credit Union for your next home loan. Call Matt or Troy today.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
PB and J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
What a great stretch of wrestling we've got. Last week we had Bi-State down at the Lacrosse Center. This weekend we've got the Clash. A little bit different format for this one as it's a team competition. Pool play today, then in a placement brackets tomorrow. Competition started this morning, but we've had some action this evening. Let's go there. Starting with the Holman girls up against Hastings, and this one came down to the wire. Starting with Alexis Zach. Down late in the match, but Zach runs the half Nelson, and her opponent is stuck. Gets the pin, and Holman starts up 6-0. Later, we had Annie Anderson. She made quick work of her opponent, gets the takedown, and then a few minutes later gets another fall for another 6 points. But Hastings would take the lead, and Holman needed a fall in the last match of the duel, and in steps Josie Collins, gets the pin. Talk about clutch as Holman wins the duel, and her teammates crown her the queen of clutch. As I mentioned, we had a few other teams competing and some tough competition down there. Holman went 1-2. They'll find themselves in the 7th place bracket, while Caledonia will move into the 8th place bracket along with GET Melman. And then also Aquinas finished up 1-2, but they'll be up in the 6th place bracket. Big time MVC matchup as Aquinas looks to stay undefeated on the road against Central. Picked up in the first half. Derek Pangier gets things started with the 3-ball, and then a few minutes later, Gabe Service feeds it inside to Joey Protaski. Bucket plus the foul. Central goes up 8, but here comes Aquinas. Logan Becker spins, pull up, nothing but net, and he would get hot. Becker with a 3-ball now. That's good. Aquinas within 1. Later in the half, who's got the hot hand? It's Becker. Catch and shoot 3. He was feeling it. You want more? He's got you. Shooting from the parking lot and still making it. Becker was taking over. Central trying to stay in it. Pangier on the wing gets the 3-ball to go, but the Blue Golds would pull away. Vincent Barr, nice pass inside to Finley Strom off the glass as Aquinas gets the win 59-40. A few other scores from around the area. Toma takes down Black River Falls in overtime. The Royal Boys now 6-0 on the season with their win tonight, and the Prairie du Chien girls continue to roll. They are 13-0 on the season. Big Ten basketball at the Kohl Center. Wisconsin hosting Iowa. This one was close, but right before the half, John Tonje draws the foul, makes the shot. Wisconsin led by 11 at the break. And in the second half, they would keep it rolling. Max Klesmit, the pass outside to John Blackwell, sinks the 3-ball. Badgers up 12. A few minutes later, Blackwell, another 3, another make. He would finish with 32 points as Wisconsin cruises 116-85 the final. We've got Mayo Bowl action. Minnesota going for their 8th straight bowl win up against Virginia Tech. Second quarter, Gophers down 7, but on 1st and goal, the pitch outside. No, it's a pass. Darius Taylor to Elijah Spencer. Gophers tie it at 7. Still in the second quarter. 5 minutes to go, but on 3rd and 8, Max Brosmer wants it all. He's got Spencer again, his second score of the day. Gophers go up 14-7, and they would continue to roll. The handoff to Taylor, and he's going to break it free as the Gophers take the Mayo Bowl 24-10, the final. And in case you missed it, we've got our News 8 Play of the Week. A bunch of great nominees this week, but the fans giving it to North Crawford. Zach Bender, a nice spin move into the layup, helped the Trojans take down Viroqua. And with their win yesterday, they are now 8-0 to start the year. Now I want to go back to that basketball game. Ken, I know you guys were a little down after that football game earlier this year, so I'm sure the Hawkeyes were just feeling bad for you. Thought you'd give one on the court.
So just to even it out a little
yeah,
bit.
I think that it's not fact, but you know, I'm just telling myself that for a little bit of copium because that got ugly.
It sure did. 116. That's unheard of for Wisconsin basketball. They don't score that amount.
No.
All right. Thank you,
All
Kate.
right, more news right after this.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say. New year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Hey,
Babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
As I deteriorated, I needed something that would allow me to go from floor in the garage to floor in the home. Jason helped introduce to me all sorts of accessibility equipment. I have no questions about credibility and research. Personally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, here's who I would call.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, Christmas may be over, but some Christmas trees are still bringing joy.
Yeah, goats at Philadelphia's Aubrey Arboretum enjoyed snacking on Christmas trees Friday morning. The Christmas Tree Cycle Festival is in its 7th year.
It's an environmentally friendly way to dispose of Christmas trees, and as you can see, the goats very much enjoy the tasty treat. What the goats don't eat is turned into wood chips for trails in the city parks and the community gardens around Philadelphia.
Who'd have thunk that they eat trees?
Yeah, I mean,
What
it's
do
nature.
goats eat?
I think goats will just eat just about anything.
That's right. Wouldn't that be nice if you could just throw it out in your lawn and your dog could just eat it up for you and you wouldn't have to worry about taking it to a tree recycling dump like I have to this weekend?
See, that's why I sold out and got an artificial a few years ago. Just don't have to deal with it.
I'm in the Midwest. I'm embracing the real trees up here. I'm chopping them down. I'm going all in up here.
Pulled it out of the ground herself.
Yeah, Griswold style. All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Our hearing connects us with people. And when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
All right, cold stretch of weather this weekend. Wind chills will be below zero, potentially as low as 15 below Saturday or Sunday morning. We do improve somewhat in the temperatures coming later next week, and maybe 30. If you're looking for snow, this pattern really is not conducive to a lot of snow either, unfortunately.
Bundle up, everybody.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
But enjoy the sunny weekend. We'll see you next week.